Hey guys, Rachele here with Amethyst Ascension. If you are new here, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you so much for joining me again. So today I'm going to be doing a walkthrough and kind of like a first impressions. I mean, I just got done reading the beginning and the end of this. I haven't gone through all of the meanings of the cards or any of that stuff before I made this video. And I just put all of those back in order. But I have not worked with this deck yet. So it is kind of like a first impression. So for starters, I just want to go through the actual cards and show you the cards. And I do want to tell you a little bit about the premise of this. However, I feel like there is so much that she puts in this book in the very beginning, talking about like looking at the differences between fate, free will, destiny, and good fortune. And so there's also going to be quotes throughout the book also by what's her name? Simone Benoit, right? Yes. Simone Benoit, which is actually her. It's like an alter ego of Barbara Moore, which I thought was so fun and clever. And it's like her alter ego that can say the things that she did not feel safe to say or free to say, or who knows. But it also talks about the symbolism that is shown in this book. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah. Because there is bees and beehives, clocks, crowns, eggs, fish, flying fish, hearts, ivy, keys, the lemniscate, which is the infinity symbol, a mouse with a heart, owl with a crown, rabbits with horns, raven, and spider webs. And there is a page, well, a few pages, 9, 10, and 11 in the book that discusses what those interpretations are, okay? And they seem pretty straightforward, not too incredibly muddled. But another thing she talks about is how this system, you can use tarot however you want, okay? But you don't have to get all muddled down with the astrological associations and the Kabbalistic associations. Those were all things that were added on, and you can use them or you don't have to use them. And she talks about that in the beginning as well, because she was always trying to find like the perfect understanding of the system with all of its components and symbolism and its the deacons and all that. And she said after reading in the 36 deacons, or 36 faces, I can't even remember, and I read the darn book, by Susan Chang. Where is it? Oh, yes, 36 Secrets, a Decanic Journey Through the Minor Arcana of the Tarot. So she said after she read that, and there was a part in it, a quote, that said, sorry about that. It bothers me too. About, where is it? Chang explains some Golden Dawn contortions about Kabbalistic dignities and wrote, sorry about that. It bothers me too. Meaning that if you actually look at like the deacons, like I had issues with, it not really matching up with the cards, okay? Because they were all correspondences that were added like in the early 1900s by the Golden Dawn, Order of the Golden Dawn. So our earlier ones, which was the Marseille, they didn't have all that in there. So anyways, you can use it or you don't have to. It's up to you. But she does have some simple symbolism in there, like the rabbit with the horns. And she talks about that. And she talks about, for each one of the cards, there is the fate, there's the good fortune, and then there's the reversal of fortune. And so it's also kind of good to know what kind of like reading you're looking to do so that you know which one applies to you more or less, right? And there are several really cool spreads in the back. And she talks about reading the cards. And then she's got, I think, like 5 spreads. The Good Fortune spread. The Hand of Fate spread. Call of Destiny spread. Making Choices Easy spread. Yes or No or something in between spread. So there's 6 of them. And then she even does a conclusion in here. Suggested reading. The front of the book and her talking about how she felt about trying to achieve like the perfect, looking as a reader to have like the perfect system when there never is going to be a perfect system. And that's what makes tarot so beautiful, right? Because there are going to be variations to how people see the cards. And that's a good thing. That is a good thing. So anyways, I've also grabbed some decks here that I'm going to see, because I don't know whether or not they're going to go. I just went through my shelves and thought, well, maybe this one will go, maybe this one will go. We'll see. Okay. But first, I want to do a walkthrough just so you can see the cards. These are on a linen. They're really thin. I don't remember Llewellyn cardstock being quite this thin before. But as long as they shuffle and they stand up to the test of time, I don't care. I find that a lot of times the thinner cardstock, all of my Llewellyns stand up really good. I do also want to mention, because there was a comment, when I first showed this haul at the end of last month that I got from Llewellyn, when I got this out of the box and it was making all kinds of crunching and everything, it is perfectly fine. The book is perfectly fine. It feels just like all of my other Llewellyn decks or Llewellyn books that came with the decks. I think the issue was, at the time that it arrived, it had been raining for days here, and it had been super hot. So the humidity was through the roof, and it had been probably in hot warehouse or whatever. And this is premium, heavy, like photo paper. Okay, so it stuck together. But after I did that, and it's in my environment, we have the air running pretty much all the time. You know, I keep it, we have a controlled environment here around like 72, 73 degrees in the house. And it's perfectly fine. It's just like all my other ones now. So nothing to worry about with this. For me, I think it arrived that way because of the level of humidity and however long it was sitting in the back of a truck or whatever before it got to me. So just so you know, okay? I wanted to make sure I mentioned that. And yes, these, I think I said it already, but yes, these are linen. Death is not, there's no name on it. It's only the number. Other than the Fool, which the Fool has the name, but no number, because she wanted to keep it out of the actual tarot. You know, it was separate than the actual, like, major arcana, because the Fool is the traveler. So I liked that aspect of it as well. I really, really am enjoying this artwork. I think it is fabulous. And I love that this is like a deck for good fortune. And the reason why this deck is a little bit different is because for each one of the cards, which I'm going to pull out a few cards so that I can show you how it reads. But according to the beginning of the book, she has put in, by she I mean Barbara Moore, she has put in a like helpful, oh, let me just show you right quick. Okay. The good fortune has like advice, right? So, oh, solving the problem, fate, solving problems. So it gives you like, instead of just saying, this is what the meaning is, this is what the meaning is reversed, it gives you guidance as to how to take that information and to improve your life with it or improve the situation with it, which is wonderful. And in turn, is what helps you have good fortune in your life is by the choices that we make, right? Or at least that helps it. Now, she does talk about the definition in the beginning of fate, destiny, free will, all that. I can't say that I necessarily agree 100% with how she sees it. And that's okay. You don't have to. But it is a guide and like the inspiration that this deck was created in. And she even says that some people may agree or may disagree. And that's okay. They don't have to. That's a beautiful thing. When using tarot, everybody doesn't have to agree. And still be a tarot reader, right? She talks about how to read the cards, looking at the stories and putting them all together, you know, laying it out in front of you. And she talks about the benefits of whether or not you do readings where you just lay all the cards out front, you know, facing up, or whether or not for your querent, you lay them down face down and then reveal one at a time, and the mystery that's involved in that. However, what you can also miss in that is the first initial, once you lay everything out, the story that it shows you. And so I don't ever, I mean, that is a personal thing, and to each their own, of course. Everybody has different styles of how they read the cards, but I love to have all my cards laid out in front of me so that I can see the story. So I let the story reveal itself to me, and then you can kind of like pick it apart. But I think just like a dream, when you're waking up from a dream, because I also do like, I help people. I don't analyze their dreams, but I help them analyze their own dreams, because I don't necessarily believe in those books. I'm getting way off topic, guys. Sorry. But my point is, right when you wake up from that dream, what is the first thing that you thought or feel as you're waking up? That is the most important out of everything when it comes to dream interpretation. And I feel it is exactly the same way with reading the cards. That gut instinct, your intuition, the first thing before the mental even takes place, what do you feel? Because it is an intuitive link that happens between the reader and the cards. Isn't this so beautiful? I love the golds. I love the blues, the greens, but they're not like overly like bright green. They're like what you would see in nature when somebody is not keeping up their grass. Like you'll look down like us in the backyard and you'll see some people that use like the fertilizers and their grass is like super green. It almost looks fake, like these, right? And then there's people like us that just let nature take course, right? Granted, ours is a little tore up from the doggies, at least on one side. By our pool, there's a gate that keeps them out of that side of the yard, and our front yard and all that. They don't have access to, which is good. This is, isn't that interesting? This is what she was talking about with the symbolism. It's like wisdom and authority. The crowned, let me show you what it says for in the book about the crowned owl. What did I say? Nope. And the egg, too. She talks about the egg. Okay, the crowned owl. Owl with crown. Wisdom, instinct, insight, discernment, authority over self, command over thoughts, and the element of air. That's what that means. So it's not like your typical Three of Swords because of the implementation of that, right? You can get something different out of it. Four of Swords. Five of Swords. So flying fish and then the owl. The owl has to do with, again, like wisdom. But the flying fish, well, let me put it here. So it says for the plain owl, where is it? Was there one that had just a plain owl? Okay, maybe not. So that is the wisdom. Obviously, owls mean wisdom. So the flying fish, though, flow, connection, messages, inspiration, blessings, messengers, the element of water. In with the Six of Swords. Because traditionally you see them, you know, in the boat, leaving behind that doesn't serve. But the flying fish is actually showing the discernment to make that decision, right? And paying attention to your instincts, your intuition. And then the owl with wisdom, of course. I think that's fabulous. I'm loving this. This is beautiful artwork. Did I even say who this was? It's Barbara Moore, and the illustrations on the deck are from Jessica Rue. And I want to show you, even like the book itself, there's some information about both of them. Look at these pictures in the beginning. It's just beautiful. And at the end, her illustrations are gorgeous, mixed with Barbara Moore's writing and Simone Benoit's. It's fabulous. How interesting that the crown has fallen, right? Because you probably didn't see that betrayal coming. But now that the betrayal has happened, now that knowledge, but your authority was more or less taken away. It's a beautiful deck. All right, now we get into the Pentacles. And the bunnies, the rabbits meant like change and fertility. Two of Pentacles. Look at that. Three of Pentacles. So we've got the horned rabbit, the crowned owl, and the mouse. All right, so let's look at that one now. So for the Three of Pentacles, it's like we know that the Three of Pentacles traditionally is like coming together, right? And like teamwork and like a shared project or something like that. So could it mean between these three things, which we've got the rabbit with horns, change, fertility, stewardship, protection, unexpected strengths, and the element of earth. And then we've got the owl with crown, wisdom, instinct, insight, discernment, authority over self, command over thoughts, the element of air. And then we've got the mouse with heart. Mouse with heart. I'm sorry, let me get up closer. Mouse with heart. And that is courage, fear, serves the heart, love, seeing beyond fear, and small actions. So this feels like a combination or a union of those elements in order to bring about the Three of Pentacles, like the different areas working together, the teamwork of those different areas. It's almost like having a conjunction in your astrology, right? Planets working together. So that's really cool. Got the Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. I like that. Isn't that interesting? The ladder that's not being held up by anything, and it's going to like the moon phases. So like divine timing kind of thing in whatever seed you're planting, right? And then continuing to work on that skill, perfecting it, or at least trying to master it. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Wow. Oh, I love that. Love it. Oh, that's a big rabbit. Oh, and a fairy ring, too. And then we've got our King of Pentacles. Okay, so let's see how well this shuffles. It does feel different. The cardstock feels thinner or a different core or something. I don't know. There's something different about it. I mean, it still shuffles beautifully. Oh, yeah, it's a beautiful shuffle. But Llewellyn always is a beautiful shuffle. So I do want to, like I said, grab a couple of cards. It depends on, like, how long these are. All right. Jeez, I cannot shuffle today. I'm clearly not with it. And if you hear snoring, that's my beautiful Sully over there in the chair snoring away. Because he's got to be by mommy. He's my love baby. All right. Let's do that, that, and that. Did it shuffle it? Oh, okay, we've got a King of Wands, a King of Cups, and a Six of Wands. Wow. Wow. I mean, there's a message in that, okay? There is a message in that. Okay, so this is actually... Damn it. I can't show you the whole thing. It's because then I can't. But this is what it looks like. And it just goes... So, and it does that for the king, the pages, the knights, the kings, and the queens. So it says... Let me grab my glasses. Decisiveness, a sense of responsibility, and cool logic are the most common qualities of the kings. Like the queens, these cards have authority and independence and are capable of actions or decisions that can affect the court, for better or worse. Kings usually represent people whose decisions have a direct impact on the lives of others. These people may be inaccessible due to their position or personality or both. At their best, kings use their influence for the common good. At their worst, for their own rewards, or, even more despicable, to hurt others. As wielders of logic, organization, structure, and authority, kings are connected to air. Big picture scenarios and public concerns are the king's main interests. Modern readers are very critical of the kings and mostly focus on their negative traits. This is likely due to the lack of excellent leadership in the world at present, and is a common error when associating archetypes with humans. Unfortunately, that practice started very early. Odd fact, back in the day, the King of Wands was associated with Alexander the Great, the King of Cups with Charlemagne, the King of Swords with biblical king and poet David, and the King of Pentacles with Caesar. Oh, I didn't know that. And that was a quote by Simone Benoit, The Rules of Fate and Destiny. The members of each suit's court share the same energy, although naturally an inexperienced person will express that energy diligently or differently than someone who knows what they are doing. The aces are like the heraldic banners for each suit, advertising their values and motivations. Identify the energy of any court card in a reading by combining the suit with the rank. Here's how easy it is. If we draw the Page of Wands, we can say that this is an active person who recently began a new journey. They may feel anxious or uncomfortable because they aren't sure what to do next. Since they have so much energy building up and would welcome guidance, why not engage them to help in some way? Here is another. The Queen of Cups shows up as an aspect of ourselves that needs strengthening. We can interpret that as a part of ourselves that is deeply connected to others and concerned with the state of our relationships. Further, we may be called to develop our empathy or intuitive abilities. If, on the other hand, the reverse Knight of Swords comes up, you would say that someone has developed an obsession. Their obsession blinds them to everything else. Either stay out of the way or, if so inclined, help them calm down, step back, and gain perspective. If we practice combining the rank with the suit, identifying the energetic role a court card plays in a reading will be very easy. Any other system is too constraining to encompass all of humanity. Experienced readers assure us that there is nothing to worry about as long as we apply our considerable understanding in conjunction with our wise intuition. Approach the court cards with calmness and curiosity, and they will. And, as all tarot cards will, tell you what you need to know. With all our cards firmly in our hands, minds, and hearts, we can pose all of our questions and see what fate has in store for us. If we are ready to learn how to do a reading, all we have to do is turn the page. So that's what it says about the kings. So unless I'm just not seeing it elsewhere, it does the same for the Wands Court. So for the Wands Court, it says, the fiery wands exemplify charisma, energy, optimism, charm, leadership, and warmth wherever they go, whenever they go. Or, my goodness, warmth whenever they choose, or wherever they go. High energy and action-oriented, they are always looking for the next adventure. These personalities are fueled by elemental fire and are thus driven and passionate, determined to do nothing by halves. Their confidence is irresistible, and they are happy being the focus of attention. Those who are used to being the center of the universe are sometimes self-centered. Their alluring warmth can turn hot in a flash, revealing unappealing qualities such as violent anger, careless impulsiveness, general immaturity, or horrid cruelty. The astrological signs associated with this suit are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So that's pretty much everything that you're getting for working with the court cards. And then what I read for the kings. And so for the cups, which we have a King of Cups here, it says the Cups Court, romantic, sensitive, and creative. These people add richness and intimacy to our world. They are remarkably empathic, sympathetic, intuitive, and sensitive. Being that open is hard unless they protect themselves. They can become overly sensitive or reactive. In their lives, they are loving, nurturing and caring, valuing their relationships more than anything else. Not everyone values emotions as much, sometimes causing these folks to be needy or demand attention from others. They are associated with the astrological signs of Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So let me read this one because it's different but that is something that she did say in the beginning of the book, Barbara. She said that she thought that the hardest part to remember was the numbers, the court, not the court cards, the minor arcana. So let me look for, and this book is separated into aces, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, like that. So it doesn't go by the suit necessarily. So we've got to find the 6s and then find the 6 of Wands to see what it says. And also, it has like a page for the 6s. So the 6s enter the realm of glory and grace. Within tarot, the lovers rules the 6s, a beautiful foundation for these lofty themes. Kabbalistically and astrologically, 6 is the realm of the sun. The sun's influence brings life and beauty to the world. The Kabbalists also ascribe Jesus, a metaphor for the union of the human and the divine, to the 6s. There's a whole theology here, but the short story is that this is the very best energy and esoteric sweet spot of harmony and balance, glory and grace, indeed. Tarot, in its characteristic reflection of life, follows the chaos and change of the 5s with the desire for equilibrium of the 6s. In its unaccountable optimism, tarot assumes that we evolve. This means that we do not simply reestablish the stability of the 4s, which are primarily self-focused. Instead, the new equilibrium ideally integrates the lessons of the 5s so that those mistakes are not made again. This is such a brilliant template for life. Let's just bask in that wisdom for a moment. The elements of the 6s are presented at their practical and divine best. This harmonious space is perfect for miracles. Some say miracles are the intervention of the divine in the normal flow of the material world. If these cards represent us in moments of perfect balance of humanity and divinity, then we would be perfectly poised to affect divinely guided energy in the human world. Keep this in mind as we explore these gentle and almost unassuming cards. The 6s are related to 6 the lovers and involve actions that support one's highest values, resulting in a sense of self-satisfaction and goodwill towards all. That was by Simone Benoit, The Rules of Fate and Destiny. So the 6 of Wands here. This is the fate. To the victor go the spoils. Shine proudly and accept the accolades. This card is not the slippery, uncertain, almost unpalatable win of the 5 of Swords. It is an unquestioned victory, recognized with the gratitude and respect by those who matter. If accompanied by the World card, expect great rewards. The auspicious energy of this card intensifies other positive cards. The good fortune is a true winner is a good winner. Being recognized for our achievements is already a double dose of good fortune, so no one would fault us if we rested on our laurels. We can boost the good fortune attraction flame should we want to share the auspicious vibes. As the conquering hero, an abundance of adulation is flowing our way. The positive focused attention, especially at this intense level, cannot last long, similar to the aces, but its warm glow can be extended by passing it along. Pay it forward kind of thing. We rarely achieve anything entirely on our own. Instead, we've benefited from training, support, encouragement, material investment, and more from those around us. There are reasons celebrities thank so many people when handed an award. It's polite, it's tradition. Most importantly, it is true. So the reversal of fortune. So don't wear glory well. Some don't wear glory well. If this card is reversed, we may still be recognized, even feted, but only sullenly. More than likely, this is due to our own insufferable attitude. If the Tower is present, this could indicate a fall from grace or favor. Because the Tower is a major arcana card, this could be due to external forces. The celebration of the Four of Wands is a private affair. The event presaged by the Six of Wands is a public one. Simone Benoit, The Rules of Fate and Destiny. So that's what it shows for each of these in the book. I should probably also grab let me see if it's any different for the major arcana cards. I mean, the major arcana cards, it has the Fate, it has the Good Fortune, and it has the Reversal of Fortune. So, and then the quote from Simone Benoit. So it's the same as what this one was. I do like the way that the structure is of this, because I know a lot of people get really hung up with the court cards. And, you know, because when you're learning in some of the books, it tells you, just like for me when I was learning, in Easy Tarot, I think it is, that the court cards are, like, where they can either be like an event or a person, or signify a person. And although I do think that that's true, I think it can also just be about embracing a certain characteristic or certain age, right? So it can signify, if it's not like a youthful person or somebody that's really young, it could be a youthful personality. It doesn't mean that that person truly is young, right? But so I like the way that it's laid out in this book. It leaves people to actually have to learn, instead of referring to a book, in order to understand that each one of these, with your page, your knight, your queen, and your king, is about a certain age, yes, gender sometimes, not necessarily, but about an energy. And it can also signify like different signs, you know, so like water signs would be the cups. If we're talking about astrology, then the wands would be the fire signs, the swords would be the air signs, and the pentacles would be your earth signs, right? So that way you can kind of pinpoint, or it doesn't, somebody can be earthy and not be an earth sign also, but so it's giving characteristics. So when I laid these cards out, immediately I seen a message in the cards. That's what it is. That's what I meant by laying your cards out and then reading the whole thing. And to me, first of all, this guy's looking this way, this guy's looking this way, which makes me believe that with the union of passion and excitement and really being in your own authority, mixed with control of your emotions, mixed with your instincts, mixed with love and compassion, what comes from that? A victory, right? But the kings are usually, in their upright version, they are very, like it said, benevolent. They want to help those that are around them, their kingdom, right? So it meant involving others. And what did she say in the actual card? It's about knowing who helped you to make this victory, right? So knowing who your support people are, because that victory is also theirs. So take a look at, you know, what your passion and your drive and your excitement and your creativity and your authority. And then look at your emotions and your instincts and your compassion. And you will, you know, with the help of maybe even characters in your life that have these kind of qualities, you will have success, right? So anyways, but also recognize who those people are that give you that support and help you, you know, continue on your path to success. So great message. And how appropriate for it to come from the Good Fortune Tarot, right? Beautiful. Okay, so one of the first ones that I wanted to try it with was Coastal Curiosities by Lennox Reese. Oops. And maybe I shouldn't have done this one, but to see how that would go. How interesting is that? Right out of the gate, the Fool, a cracked open egg, and repairing it with the perfect alchemy, right? The perfect balance between two different polarities of some sort. That's the key. That's really cool. Connect with the Chariot and the Two of Swords. That's fabulous. I'm really trying not to be like explaining all of these in the combinations. It's really hard because that's what I normally I want to do, right? But you guys who are watching this, you're tarot readers too. You can make your own connections. The question is, does it work? Compassion, 10 of Swords, 5 of Wands. Oh my gosh, yes, yes. 6 of Swords, advantage and strength. Yeah. Yes, I love that. I think it does work. I don't know about the artwork so much. I mean, I think the artwork goes, but it's not like top notch. It's not probably what my favorite would be. So let's move on to another one. And that was Coastal Curiosities Oracle. Okay, another one I wanted to try was Woodland Wardens, which is also another Jessica Rue deck. So, I have not trimmed mine down, and I don't think I will, because I mean, if I do trim it down, it would be maybe like half of all those. Yeah. So it gets it closer to the edge, but I actually like the border around it, but I have to make sure that they're all around the same thickness so that I can do that. I would be okay with like half of that border all the way around it instead of taking it all the way down. But the 5 of Swords with the Moon and the Trout and Lily of the Valley, Purification. Huh. I think it definitely, I mean, with it being the same artist, I definitely see that it does go. I mean, the artwork definitely goes. King of Pentacles with 10 of Wands and the Coyote and Datura, Deceit. Oh. And you know what? I mean, I said I wasn't going to try to do this, but this King of Pentacles is abusing his power because he's got his workers doing more than what they should be for the amount of money. Okay, that's what I see in that. Did you see that too? 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords with the, I gotta put my glasses back on. The Salamander and Black Pepper, Inspiration. Interesting. And then we have the Hierophant, the 9 of Wands with the Cayman and Poppy. Dreams. Huh. The Frog and Lotus with Metamorphosis and 4 of Wands, 4 of Cups. How interesting. Last one, we've got the 7 of Pentacles with the 8 of Wands and the Crow and Dogwood, Intelligence. Huh. Yes. I definitely see a connection. Okay. Okay, so another one I thought of is the Sacred Creators. This is the indie version by Chris Ann to pair it with this. We've got 3 of Wands, 8 and Ace of Wands with Stop, Drop, and Ground. Yes. 6 of Pentacles with 8 of Cups and the Distraction of Shiny Things as she's looking up into the stars, right? And dropping her cup because she's too busy looking up at the shiny things. Too cute. We've got Knight of Cups with Two of Pentacles, and the edge of evolution feels messy. We've got Two of Wands with Eight of Pentacles and fierce serenity. That is beautiful right there. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Just getting into that like creative manifesting power, and then just working towards what it is that you want. You know what I mean? Or just going all for, like really just digging into that project that you're working on, or, you know, investing in your career or future, what have you. There's just fierce serenity in that, because there are people that love doing what they do as their profession, right? It's not like work sometimes. It's like, that's why it's fierce serenity, because they feel at home in what they do. And to be able to have that is a beautiful thing. Last one, collaboration of souls with Eight of Swords and Ace of Swords. God, isn't that a beautiful card? Both of those. I love the blues that are in that. Oh, gorgeous. So another one I wanted to try is the Rooted Woman Oracle. This is by Sharon Blackie, and artwork by Hannah Willow. And oh, I think this is going to be a beautiful pairing. 10 of Cups with Matcha, strength and endurance with 5 of Cups. Wow. Seven of Swords and the Devil with the Wasteland. Oh my gosh, really? We got the Seven of Cups with the World and the Morgan, Death and Rebirth. Wow. We've got Three of Cups with Knight of Swords and Reclaiming the Feminine. Beautiful. Beautiful. We've got the Lovers with Knight of Pentacles and Plumbing the Depths with the Sea. Wow. We'll do one more. We've got Four of Swords with Page of Pentacles and Silence and Simplicity. More. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Silence and simplicity. Sometimes we just need to go back to when we were just beginning and learning something, right? Take a rest from all of the stuff that we have learned or whatever, and just go back to the basics, you know, give ourselves time to like reboot. Okay, that was the last of that. Another one I thought of is the Celtic Spirit Oracle. This is Ancient Wisdom from the Elementals, Nicola McIntosh. Three of Swords with Page of Cups and Surrender. Let go, freedom, flow. Yes, oh my gosh. Yes, yes, yes. Knight of Wands with Wheel of Fortune and the Green Fairy. Mischief, freedom, and reckless. Huh. I can definitely see that. That is more or less saying that, listen, and here I go again. I am sorry. That's just me. That's what I do. So this Knight of Wands, it can be all fiery and full of passion and everything. And he's reckless, right? He's full of mischief sometimes. And he's freedom loving, or she is freedom loving. So there's consequences to that sometimes. They can be good or bad. So that's what it tells me. You know, go for what you desire, but you might not always get what you want, or you might get what you want, you know, because it moves that wheel. Let's see, we've got the Hermit, we've got the Star, we've got the Hare. Otherworld, shape-shifting, and fertility. Oh, that is fabulous. That is like digging into your friggin' starseed origins. We've got the Magician, and the Queen of Swords, and the Gatekeeper. Gatekeeper, power, abundance. Oh, that is fabulous. A gatekeeper of some sort of dragon lineage information. DNA, you know? Oh, that's so cool. The Morrigan with power, courage, strength with Ace of Pentacles and the Empress. Oh, yeah. I love that. Okay, enough for that. Another one I thought might be a little unconventional, but this is the Tree of Life Oracle by David Wells, artwork by Roberta Orpwood. And because she had mentioned in the book about the Kabbalah, we've got the 16 Path, the Hierophant, Loyalty, Kindness, and Guidance with the 9 of Pentacles and Queen of Cups. Oh. So is that more or less saying that you will learn your most valuable lessons by embracing like your gratitude and recognizing where you are in your life kind of thing, you know? That is true. That's like the good teacher of life. It's like following your passions kind of thing, because look where they lead you. Geburah, severity, might, discipline, and karma with the 2 of Cups and the Sun. Huh. So this makes me kind of think of a past life relationship. 2 of Cups and the Sun. And then karma, might, discipline, and karma. I don't know. And we'll do one more of these. The element of earth, practical, grounded, determined, with Ace of Cups and death. Wow. A transformation, like, maybe like a, like spiritual, transformation, and that during that time of transformation you need to keep yourself physically grounded. So like after doing like magical works, that's why a lot of times you'll find them eating, because eating will ground you afterwards, right? Like eating fruit or something that brings you back to reality kind of thing. Did I say that was the last one? I've got, yeah, because I've got 2 more to show you. So the next one I wanted to show you is the Golden Light Oracle by Magic and Mediums, and you'll read, and is it on here? And illustrations by Cindy Monroy. This deck is fabulous. So we've got Justice with 6 of Wands and Coronation. Oh, that's fabulous. And we've got Celebrate, 5 of Pentacles, and King of Wands. So maybe actually the difference of these 2 is learning how to change your frequency or your perspective to that of being grateful for what you have rather than a lack of what you don't have, you know? That's what I'm thinking. 6 of Cups and King of Cups and your aura. Oh. The Emperor with 4 of Pentacles and Navigate. I think these look good. I mean, obviously, I would want to read all of it for self-exploration, but, or more deeper, but I mean, you can easily get meanings out of these as well. 7 of Wands with the Tower and Transition. Oh, yeah. Yeah. One last one, because I have one more oracle I want to show. And this is King of Swords with 3 of Pentacles and True Self. Wow. Interesting. Okay, and the last one that I thought to try to pair it with is the Green Witch Oracle. Discover Real Secrets of Botanical Magic by Sherilyn Darcy. We've got Regeneration with the Hanged Man and the High Priestess. Yeah, regeneration comes from just taking a time out sometimes. Having the inner knowledge to know when it's time to just say, okay, time to pause, right? Time to pause. So we've got the Magician with Queen of Wands and Refinement, Dahlia. Taking this right here and refining that in order to use it, right? All right, we've got Queen of Swords with Nine of Cups and Agreement, Strawberry. Yeah, I could see that. Almost like an agreement between the heart and the mind in order to get that good balance. Ace of Pentacles and Judgment and Divination. Well, we've got the Empress with the Page of Swords and Affection. Yes. Isn't that beautiful? I think this goes really good together as well, and can go really good together. So that is my walkthrough and first impressions and a little bit more. But what I think I'm going to do is do every single one for the rest of the month, do every single one of the spreads that are in the back. And then when I do my end of the month, you know, then I will reflect on what I thought of this particular deck along with it, because I haven't done any other tarot this month because of how much I did last month. And because I'm going to be doing the Past Life Club in September. So I have not even pulled this out yet. So there's 6 spreads in the back. That'll give me a good understanding of what I think of this deck and how it works, which I can already tell you, I like it. I like it a lot. That is a Dumb and Dumber. I like it a lot. Anyways, thank you for spending this time with me, and I am sending you love always.